Good afternoon, folks. This is Python Signals, and this is a quick update for 25 June 2018. The last report that we put out was 21 June 2018, and in this report, we basically went through the last chart that we put up there where we said that Bitcoin was still holding the 6500, and we gave you the wake-off phase, and we said that we are right now there at this little phase there, at that spring phase there, and that we expect the market perhaps to come down and break through that line. And as you go down here, we have given you also this, and I'm going to go through the head and shoulders with you. In this point here, we gave you the sell signal that if Bitcoin drops below 6278, that would be a point to sell up till about 5802, where you need to exit the market. And then here on the bottom is the safe entry points. And we're going to go through these a few little bits and pieces here, which are the bearish pennant, symmetrical triangle, falling wedge, and I'm going to show you why we believe that Bitcoin is still in an uptrend, and all our signals and all our trading calls is still in the works. Now you can see that we broke through that level there, and as I said, we are just there at the spring, and bear that in mind as I quickly go here to Bitcoin. Now remember guys, these targets that we have, the 9663, 11684, they still stand. If you look at this chart that we've given you, that little formation there and where it broke upwards and ending that the fifth wave, is that segment there where the market has broken down and has now strongly come back as we do this video now, which is Monday 25 June. Now what we see here is that it had a strong back reversal forming a flag there, and we do expect Bitcoin basically to break upwards a little bit more and then come back to hold that 6,500 line, and then perhaps, as this purple line shows, break upwards again. And I'm going to show you 6 factors that indicate why we are bullish and why I am saying that this is the best time in the market to buy. We are going to hit these targets here that you can see on the screen, the 9663 and 11684. First of all, on my screen that you can see here is what we have, a falling wedge. Now look at these two lines where my mouse is pointing at. This dark purple line on the top there and the dark purple line on the bottom here. A falling wedge is nothing different than what you basically see here. You can go to stockcharts.com and go and have a look at this. A falling wedge is basically where we have a few waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waves, basically with that one included there, and where the market then simply just breaks upwards. Very nice, very bullish signals. So in this case, what we are seeing here is a falling wedge, and we would see the market then break out here to those levels. The second indicator, which we also had in one of our reports, which was basically this one here, which is the triple bottom. You can basically see that Bitcoin has bottom there. There's another bottom there, and then we've got another bottom there. So once you reach a triple bottom, coming down here, touching that low, up, come down again, and these are nice and evenly spaced apart. So again, go to stockcharts.com, go and have a look at the triple bottom. This is Anadorka in 2031 May, and you can see that it dropped down there, another drop there, and another drop there, and what happens after that is that we have a break upwards. So we have the falling wedge, which is a bullish sign. We have a triple bottom, which is a bullish sign. Now let's have a look at how these flags pattern has formed. So we've got 1 down, 2, 3, we've got your D, you've got your E, and then your breakout is at that point. So that's a flag. Now what Bitcoin is doing here on this right hand side is to form another flag. And now remember that I said here at E that Bitcoin broke out. Now look here, exactly the same again. So we've got an E, a B, a C, a D, and a E. And then what happens next? Exactly after that E has formed is that Bitcoin should break out, and we believe that it could touch that line somewhere there, which is your 7,000 range, somewhere in that vicinity. Keep this in mind, guys, that I've gone through the falling wedge, which is a bullish segment for you, a triple bottom, and I've just shown you the two bull flags that are forming on Bitcoin. Now let's have a look at the formation of the head and shoulders. So keep in mind it's not a perfect head and shoulders, and this will be the head right there, and then your right shoulder there, a little bit lower than the other, not perfect, but there are cases in history where the formation of a head and shoulders in this formation was also a bullish signal. So that is your left shoulder, this is your head, and then we get right down there to the right shoulder, and that then completes your head and shoulder. Now, as I say, I would like that head to be a little bit deeper, let's say around about there. And some of the other things that also need to happen is that we need to have a bit of a sell-off volume there and a little bit higher volume there, which is not 100% confirmed, but this one here with lower volume on that hand side is basically a confirmation that I would probably say this is a 92-93% head and shoulder pattern. Now, one of the other points that I want to bring to you is the fact that we are on a wake of event or a wake of phase. And if you look at the chart of Bitcoin, you'll basically see exactly what I've shown you here on this chart here, that Bitcoin has basically formed that entire pattern exactly like the wake of, and that little segment there on the right hand side, that's where we are now. Now, we believe that could be the low around about the 5.8, and that we are going to move up, we're going to go down, and we're going to form a pattern similar like this. Now, understand me correctly, guys, this can actually spike upwards as well. Now, just to give you an idea, I'm just going quickly through this video here just to get a lot of data in front of you very quickly. Now, if you do look at the 8 or 9 year chart of Bitcoin, you can see here that we started in August of 2009 and it was 1 cent, and it's now about $6,150. That's the value of it at the moment. Now, one important factor that I want to bring down to your attention is that the Bitcoin year starts from 1 April 2018 to 31 March 2019. We are the only people in the world without data and our algorithm that have identified the Bitcoin year. And on the left, you'll see there's a little chart here. See there where I just mark it here? There's a little chart here. And that chart here, if you look at where my cursor is now, I've always been saying that we have 4 years to make money in Bitcoin. And this 4 years, which is the blockchain business value, the 4 years is the upcycle in Bitcoin, which is for the next 4 years. $1.3 trillion is about to enter the cryptocurrency market. It will go up to 2 trillion next year, and then it will go up 2.5, and then obviously we reckon about $3.6 trillion market cap. After 4 years, it's going to come down where businesses will start forming and where cryptocurrencies will be adopted. And then we will get into the phase where we are going to build the value in businesses. So these 4 years that are coming now, guys, those are the most important years for you, where the wealth will be transferred to those that are smart enough to be in cryptos. For example, I've been saying this for a long time. The price for Litecoin by the end of this Bitcoin year is going to be around $5,000. Many people just can't see it. So if you look at this chart here, guys, next 4 years will be upcycle years. We are in a multi-billion-dollar bull market at the moment. We are in a bull market. If you want to climb Mount Everest, there are 4 descending patterns that you have to go through to camps. So you go up on the mountain, then you go down to these camps. But overall, at the end of the term, when you climb Mount Everest, you get to the top. There's going to be ups and downs in this market. And when we look at this big picture that you see on the screen now, there's no need to be fearful. In 2018, $1.3 trillion is still about to enter the market. We need to zoom out and see the large view. We are in a multi-year uptrend. Less than 3% of the world population is currently in cryptos. And ask yourself this: why are financial institutions buying and setting up their own crypto exchanges? These guys are investing millions and millions of dollars. They would not invest 60, 70, 80, $100 million if they did not have a 20-year plan to make a lot of money. I'm going to finalize this video and finish this video with showing you what we see here. Now, since year 2013 up till year by the end of 2017, beginning 2018, Bitcoin formed a massive cup and handle. And for those of you who know the value of a cup and handle, you know that what happens after the formation of a cup and handle. Now look at this, guys. This is your cup, that yellow line there, and here's your handle. See that pink line there? That is where Bitcoin is going to go. Once we break out here, and that breakout can happen anytime, and I believe that we are days away, perhaps a week, maybe a few days extra than a week. But I tell you now, guys, that we are very, very close. Our timeline, I'm going to show you this timeline, is actually something secret, but because you are a Python Signal member, I'm going to give you more or less a timeline. Now, don't hold me to this timeline. It's very difficult to predict the time. We do our best to give it to you, but with a lot of manipulation in the market, we can't predict these things 100%. And this is why I'm asking you to keep this information that I'm showing you very, very confidential. Okay, this is where the market is at the moment. We have just got a strong price reversal now back up, and we're hoping that the market now will break out where this arrow is, and that around about 6 July that we could have a high point. The market we then expect could come down, go sideways, and then shoot up to our 9663 a year later in July, in August. So we're going to have a small dip here, and then by around about 15 September we should be at 11684. So guys, this gives you around about 2.5 months to plan. If you buy here now at $6,000 or $7,000, you can make a close to 100% profit. This is only in Bitcoin. But the cryptocurrencies, if you look at our top 40 crypto report, choose the top 10 cryptos there, the ones that we use in our model portfolio. They will outperform Bitcoin on a percentage basis. So when Bitcoin reaches, for example, 11684, and you've made 100% profit in this range here, it will not be impossible for those cryptos to make 300, 400, even 500% and more. So keep this timeline a little bit confidential, and obviously upwards from here, the market, then we expect the market to go up to 13, 15, 17, and then break the all-time high. Now again, this timeline can contract. Because of the downwards pressure here, we could see Bitcoin break out simply just quickly and squash these times and contract. So guys, yes, there we go. For those of you who did sell upon our recommendations here, these are easy buy entries, or I would call them safe zone entries. But I am starting to buy back now at these levels where Bitcoin is now 6,100. But remember, these are only recommendations. This is not financial advice. Going forward, we will update you with new reports. And we are just going to go and sit back in this week, relax, have a look at what the market is doing. We're not going to be fearful or stressful. We can see that's a very strong price reversal on the 4-hour chart. We expect the market to go up a little bit more, and we will assess the market within the next few days. Our algorithm definitely shows that there's a big, massive incoming spike coming, and expect these levels that I mentioned here for you, the 9663 to be broken, the 11684. Hopefully they'll be broken very shortly, and that we can bank some profits into our bank accounts. Thank you guys. This is Python Signals Analysts. Have a blessed day.